Hello everyone, this is Matthew Martin with Back to the Lord Ministries. And if you get sick, isn't it great that God is a healer and He can heal you? And isn't it great that if you need provision, God is a provider and He can provide for you? And we just have to be careful though that when God starts providing for us, that we don't seek Him for what He can do for us. And there's a story about this in the Bible. It's in John chapter 5 and chapter 6. And when in John chapter 5, Jesus fed the 5,000, he took 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and there was supernatural provision. He fed the 5,000. And afterwards he left there, and some guys followed him, and they found Jesus, and they said, "Jesus, when did you get here?" And he said this to them. He said, "Very truly I tell you, you were looking for me not because you saw the signs I performed, but because you ate the loaves and had your fill." And here's the thing, is that these guys, they had a need, right? They were hungry and Jesus met their needs. So they started following Jesus because Jesus meets their needs. But the problem with that is that they were not seeking Him because for a revelation of who He was, that He was the Son of God. They didn't want a relationship with Him. They were just following Him for the food, And you might be saying in your life, well, I don't really seek God for what He can do for me, but maybe there's just a little bit of slant where you're seeking Him for what He could do and not seeking His face. This is actually what happened to me. A week ago, I was at this prophetic minister at his meeting, and he started saying in his sermon that, God can provide for your ministry, or He can help you with your ministry and your finances. And he started naming off this stuff. And he said, just seek God's face and He'll give it to you. And I knew the word was for me, but at the same time, I was doubting it. I'm like, man, I worship the Lord, many times a day, minimum hour and a half total through the day, minimum every day, worshiping the Lord. And I'm like, that doesn't, I don't get that. But, tonight I was just listening to the Lord for things that He wanted to say to me. And He told me that there was an idol in the way, and I came across a teaching, and it was talking about this stuff. And so, there was a little bit of a slant where I started seeking the Lord for what He could do for me, because I had so many needs. There's just so many situations I need God to help me. But you can't be seeking God for your needs. You have to seek His face. And Jesus is faithful, man. He will provide for you. And if we just put Him first, if we just, love on Him and just put Him as the center and just say, there's these other things, Lord, but I'm just going to focus on You. I'm going to love on You. I'm going to worship You. I'm just going to spend time with You and, not seek Him, Jesus, I need this, I need that. You can ask for things, but you don't start seeking Him for what He can do. You seek Him because you want to know Him more. You want to have a deeper, intimate friendship and fellowship and relationship with Him. So I hope this has blessed you. Maybe you can do some reflection. Maybe you're like me. You catch yourself. Maybe this word is convicting you. I'm seeking God a little bit too much for my needs because He's meeting my needs. You might need breakthrough in your life. You might need healing in your life. And maybe you're seeking the Lord for that stuff. But, we just have to seek His face, and He'll provide everything. So I hope this has blessed you. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.